Hello, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome back to the J.M. Bartley Arena here at Thornton Park. Shaker Heights is getting set to face off against the Explorers of Hudson High School. This is the first game of the Thornton Park High School hockey tournament, and there's also a JV tournament going on as well, but different schools in each of the tournaments. Basically today, Shaker is going up against the Explorers. Later tonight, it's going to be Strongsville and Rocky River. Tomorrow, there's two more games with Menor and Walsh going head-to-head, and Bowling Green and Padua going head-to-head. Then there's 4 games on Sunday and Saturday. Or, I should say Saturday and Sunday. So, Shaker getting their final warm-ups in. Hudson getting their final warm-ups in as well. 1:30 left to go until we get things started. This is the very first tournament game. Of course, normally the team that is to host a tournament is the one to play the opening game, and as Shaker is playing Hudson, this is the first game on our schedule. If they win here today, they are going to play the winner of Strongsville and Rocky River on Saturday at 5:45. If they lose this game, they will play the loser of Strongsville and Rocky River at 11:30 on Saturday. So with that, both teams making their final rounds. It's going to be Michael Better in the pipes today for the Red Raiders. Daenerys is going to back him up. He's back. He is dressed. Tome backing up Daenerys. As the team gathers around the net, let me get you familiar with our lines. So today, that first line of offense going to look the exact same as it has in the last couple games. Sammy Gerber, Will Brokaw, and Colin Arth. The second line going to be Joey Moore, Connor Mayhew, and Ryan Lenahan. The third line of offense will be Juan Kiltz and Salmon, 2 juniors and a freshman. And the final fourth line is going to be Cam Mayhew, Lowell Rich, and Ian Schneiberg. The defensive pairs, as they are set before puck drop, it is Quentin Garnett, Cole Richard for the first pair. The second pair is going to be Ian Hunter and Jonathan Kalergis. The assistant captains making up the second line of defense. And that third line of defense is going to be Benincasa and White. McGinnis is an available defenseman as well. We already went over the goaltenders. So, not dressing once again is going to be Oscar Schneider. He is still out with, we can assume, that knee injury that he had to suffer, unfortunately enough, against Rocky River in that Rocky River tournament. Hopefully he can return sometime soon. Hopefully this tournament, it's just not exactly looking likely. No anthem before this one. That's typical tournament protocol. And the first line of offense and the first line of defense coming out now. Lowell Rich heading back to the net, dropping off the water bottle over to Michael Better. He is set in the crease. He gets all his equipment set. The referee blows his whistle. He is set to drop the puck. He does just that, and we are underway. Hudson wins the face-off, and in the neutral zone, it's a battle for puck possession. Sammy Gerber going to chase it down in the Explorer zone. It's turned over to Arth. Arth struggling to keep the puck on his stick, but with the help of Sammy Gerber, it's 2 against 1. Shaker comes out with it. Here's a shot by Garnett. And that could not get through the traffic of number 8 set out in front of the crease. Once again, battle for puck possession. Shaker trying to keep it inside the blue line. They do just that, but it's immediately turned right back over to Hudson. The captain, number 8, trying to get out of the zone. Brokaw shoves him away. Gets the turnover and out, trying to lay the body back in the Explorer zone. Nothing doing. Here's number 11 on the rush. A shot! And an easy save for Michael Better. Shot right at his stomach. And that's his first save of the game. Face-off to the right of Better. It's once again won by Hudson. So far, the face-off count 2-0. That differs. Last game, the home opener was against Holy Name. My goodness, let's just say it was a dominating performance for Shaker, to say the least. That face-off count, 45-11, all said and done. And we can cover more of the stats as we go on. Hudson gets it in their possession. It's with number 27 right as Shaker enters into the offensive zone. The defensive pairing, that pairing of assistant captains, number 21 and number 2, Kalergis and Hunter. That second line of offense currently out. It's Lenahan, it's Mayhew, and it's Moore. And Lenahan going to move it forward. Puck on his stick. He dangles around one man. It's number 16. Now he'll try to send it over to Mayhew. It's just out of his reach. Poor pass. And now as he tries to wrap it around the boards, it's hit with a stick, and the puck will fly up and into the netting. We will get a face-off upcoming. White sending this one around the boards. Looking to Kiltz, it's just out of his reach, but it'll get to Benincasa at the point, and he loses control of it. Can Hudson regain it? They cannot. It's back to Shaker the other way. Kiltz moving it forward. Good poke check by number 22. It's number 4 picking it up and clearing it out of the zone. Braden White drops to one knee to try and keep it in. It does not work in succession. Here's Benincasa back behind the net. Sending it up. It's to Salmon, the junior working it forward. Cross ice pass. Looking to Juan. Is that offsides? It's delayed offsides. Both teams going to touch up back in the neutral zone. That first line of defense coming back out now. The first line of offense will follow suit. Off the glass. Here's a pass. Looking all the way up to number 8. It's just out of his reach. We will get an icing coming your way. If you watched our game against Holy Name, icing should definitely be in your hockey vocabulary by this point. That was basically the name of the game for Holy Name. They did get one goal, but most of their strategy was to dump it down to get Shaker out of the offensive zone. Great performance by Shaker. Here's a shot. Rebound try by Sammy Gerber, and it just escapes the zone as Hudson clears. Into the corner now. It's with Garnett. He'll wrap it around the boards. And eventually out of the zone. Number 11 is going to pick it up for Hudson all the way back into the corner. Arth in chase. He's up against number 7 on the race. And number 7 is going to win it. Hudson clears it right back out to Garnett. And Shaker clears it right back down the ice. This icing is waved off. Looks like it touched up a Hudson player. Incidental contact. Brokaw's knocked down. He wanted a penalty, but once again, it did seem to be incidental. That referee needed to get out of the way. Puck flying right to his face. Luckily, he did just that. First line of offense, or excuse me, the only first line player that was still out was Will Brokaw. Now he hops off. In replacement is the sophomore, Connor Mayhew. Hudson currently looks to be having 3 defensive players out for most of the part and sending it up to 2 forwards moving forward. So far it's worked. Hudson not doing too shabby. Here's Mayhew. Beautiful toe drag. Here's a shot, and that goes just wide. He's knocked off his feet and into the corner. He glides. Back to Lenahan. Here's a pass. Great defensive effort by number 20. Just interrupted Mayhew's shot. Now back the other way. It's number 27. Good stick lift by White. Here's a pass to center it into the slot. Nothing doing. Can Shaker clear it out? Eventually they'll get it up to the blue line. Number 10 keeping it in the zone. Off the backhand. He'll wrap it around the boards. 27 will pick it up in the opposite corner. He's bumped off the play by Kalergis. And due to that, Mayhew will get possession. Here Lenahan moving it forward. Poke check, but he'll stick with it into the corner. And it's turned over. The defensive pair at the moment, McGinnis and White, a junior and a freshman. The third line of offense now out, 2 juniors and another freshman. It's Juan, it's Kiltz, and it's Salmon. Behind the net, it's with Juan trying to center it. Here's a shot, and that goes just a bit too high up into the glass. Can Shaker get it back? It's 3 against 2. Advantage Shaker, and with the numbers, they will get it back. 9:44 left to go in period number 1. The clock keeps moving as we play on. Here's a chance for Salmon. Pass back to the slot. He passed it over to Kiltz. Kiltz looking to go right back to him. Great effort but it just couldn't connect. Here it's Richard, the freshman, starting on that line number 1 of defense. Hudson clears this one down the ice. Icing is waved off. 9:20 left to go in period number 1. Garnett going to lead the rush himself. Puck on his stick. He's tripped up. Wow, surprising no call. Brokaw sends a man into the boards. My goodness, what a dominant hit by Brokaw. He had 5 goals in that offensive effort the other day. Is that behind the net? And the referee signals late that it's a goal. Bit surprising, the late call. But it will be a goal, I believe, for Quentin Garnett. At least he was the first man for the fist bumps. And there you go, Shaker on the board early. Less than 6 minutes in.
These little kids are more excited than the high schoolers were last week.
First line of offense going to stick out there. The second line of defense will switch out in replacement of that first line. Good stick lift by Sammy Gerber. Can he get the puck on his stick? He cannot. Into the corner. He's down on the ice. 2 Explorers join the play to fight for puck possession against Colin Arth. But Shaker just able to keep it in their possession. Good effort by Shaker. They have been winning the puck battle so far behind the net. Hudson, however, does get it back. Perhaps that was a jinx by me. My apologies. Off the glass. They send it down the ice. That will be an icing. And we do get confirmation by the stadium announcer it was Quentin Garnett credited on the goal. So our first goal today scored by the defenseman captain on line number 1. So far he has been playing well, limiting a lot of those penalty minutes. He was very certainly, or I should say by a large margin, he led in penalty minutes just last season, but as he took over those responsibilities as captain, he has been more of a leader for his team. And in doing so, penalty minutes have been limited from that number 17. Joey Moore sending him man into the boards. My goodness, now number 22 sends Braden White down to the ice in order to get it in Explorer possession. They're down by 1. Can they tie this thing up at 1 apiece in the middle of the first period? 7:45 left to go in period number 1. Moving it up is Moore. Just in the reach of Connor Mayhew. It's him and Lenahan all alone. 2-on-0. Lenahan trying to pass it back to Mayhew. He didn't know it was coming his way. That's just unfortunate. So close to burying another one. Doubling that lead for Shaker. Just not able to get it done there. Can they set up a chance here? Lenahan moves into the slot, but he's under pressure. He moves out of it. Now over to Garnett. He's the lone goal scorer for the Raiders. He'll move it into the corner for Mayhew. Mayhew wrapping it around the boards. Can the freshman defenseman get there first? He cannot. Hudson had an odd man rush if they had hurried, but they did not do so. And now we'll see if the Explorers can set up in their offensive zone. Here's a weak shot taken in by Sammy Gerber. He was right in the middle of the lane all the way up. It'll go to Arth. Icing is waved off. Now over to Sammy Gerber. He has it behind the net, looking to send it up to the point, and that'll escape all the way back to Michael Better. He'll exit his crease, head behind the net, and he'll leave it for his Red Raider defenseman. For the moment, the defensive players are Richard and Kalergis. We assume Hunter's going to be joining the play soon. Beauty of a pass. Good pickup by Arth. Arth sends it to number 13, Will Brokaw, looking for a rebound chance, and he can't bury it. Here's another chance. That time it's by Sammy Gerber. Great effort by the Red Raiders. Can Hudson clear it out? Yes, they can, with the help of number 12 moving it forward. Now he'll center it to captain number 8. 8 drops it back to 23. Can he get a shot off? He cannot. Brokaw and Chase trying to get it against the blue line of the Red Raider zone. He will get it. Up to Arth. Arth dumps it in, past the red line of center ice. He will head off and grab some changes, much needed for Shaker. Not many whistles early in this one. Felt like we have been playing for a while now. Looking for a centering pass, nothing doing. Here's 22. Looking to send it up to 23. 23 won't win the race there. It's Quentin Garnett instead. And a pass, trying to move it forward, up to Salmon. Struggling to clear it, but eventually they will do just that. It was Kilt and Salmon getting the job done. Now in the neutral zone, Juan makes contact with a man in the neutral zone. Luckily, they are both okay. Along the point of the Red Raider offensive zone, can they keep it in? They cannot. At the red line of center ice, it's Quentin Garnett, the lone goal scorer, moving it up to Lenahan. Lenahan trying to bank a pass off the boards to himself. He will not succeed in doing so. There's big collision. Close to where your screen lies, just to the right of it, it was Salmon colliding, I believe, coincidentally, between the blue line of Hudson and that red line of center ice. Here's a beauty of a dangle by number 20, and he buries it into the top right corner. Michael Better, not much he could do about that. Beauty of a goal by number 20 of Hudson. That's Drew Candace. And my goodness, that'll tie us up at 1 apiece. One apiece now. We're evened up. 4:45 left to go in period number 1. The puck sent into the Hudson zone. Ian Hunter trying to move it forward. Right into the glove of the Explorer goaltender. The player will wait for just a minute and then freeze it. Goalie today, number 37, which wish I could give you a name on that, but number 37 is not on my roster. My apologies. Only playing one goalie for Hudson. Got a smaller build. Not exactly sure if this is the starter, but the only available goaltender for the Explorers. So we'll see how number 37 does today. Here it goes to the slot. Joey Moore didn't have a good shot opportunity. Rebound chance by Lenahan, and that won't go. Out to the neutral zone. Kalergis trying to send it up to any of his Red Raider forwards. No one was there except number 8. Lenahan will work to get it on the stick of Connor Mayhew. He'll move it forward. Gliding right in. He's all alone. Oh, my goodness. Beauty of a play set up by Connor Mayhew. You can credit him for that one. That was all number 6. Beauty of a dangle around the defenseman. And off the backhand, he'll send it up into the top right corner. Connor Mayhew on the goal. The only sophomore on the Red Raider team. And that was just incredible. Garnett moving it up. It goes to Moore. Moore looking to get it right back to the man who just popped one. It's Mayhew. To Lenahan. To Moore. Shot made, just deflected, I believe, by a stick in front by number 20. He was in front of the shot. Whew. That was a great goal by number 6. Connor Mayhew, very valuable as a player. Some of that is just his skill. Some of that is also the reason he's a lefty, which is a rare occurrence for goalies. And goalies in high school struggle with that a lot more than in professionals. Here it's Sammy Gerber trying to center it over to Arth in the slot, and that won't connect. Brokaw back into the corner. Looking to Sammy Gerber. The pass just out of his reach. The pass was going off the boards. Not exactly sure if he calculated that angle right. And the puck, with awkward contact by a stick, sent up and out of play off the glass behind the bench of the Explorers. Luckily, they're all okay. 3-2-1 left to go in period number 1. The defensive pair, the assistant captains Hunter and Kalergis. The first line of offense remains out there. Here's Brokaw, perhaps setting up a chance for his Raiders, trying to center a pass. Hunter, the man to shoot it, as he was moving his way up from the blue line into the slot. Over to Hunter. He skates behind the net. Now up to Brokaw. Brokaw bumped with the shoulder. Luckily, he's all right. He gets right back into it. Brokaw, puck on his stick, off the backhand. He'll send it off the boards behind the net to Hunter. Hudson playing a bit more physical these last 30 seconds up against the boards. It'll be sent to Gerber just along that red line of center ice. He will be the lone first liner that stays out in chase. Surprising move here. The first line comes off, the third line comes on. A defensive pair, that first line. Here we go, it's a 3-on-2 rush. Number 20, the lone goal scorer for Hudson. Here's a centering pass. Number 27, trying to get a shot off. It'll just go right by Michael Better, but past the post. It's just a bit to the left of the net. Along the boards. Number 20, easily pickpocketed by Salmon. Juan in chase, he won't win the race there. Number 4 is there. He'll clear right back into the Raiders zone for Garnett to wrap it around. And it takes an awkward bounce off the board. Kiltz has a chance if he hurries. Number 20, just right on him. So far, a clean game, no penalties with under 100 seconds left to go in period number 1. Oh, great turnover chance. Kiltz takes a shot. That goes just wide to the left. Ryan Kiltz with a great chance. Just not able to find some accuracy on the shot. Off the boards. Sent down the ice. Looks like it hit off of a Red Raider in front. And icing is waved off. It goes into the corner. Garnett up against an Explorer, number 27, who will win the puck battle. It'll be the Raiders as Richard gets it behind the net. Moving it to Salmon. Salmon just dumps this one down the ice. We will get the hand raise and the whistle and the icing call. 59 seconds left to go in this first period of action. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We are so far watching a winning game by the Red Raiders. 2-1 is your score.
The loser of this game plays the loser of that game Saturday at 11:30.
Lenahan to take the draw to the right of Michael Better. The second line of offense is currently out. Here's a pass all the way down the ice. Looking to Connor Mayhew. Is it out of his reach? Just barely. They'll call it an icing. That was close. Not much off the clock. 51 and a half seconds left to go in the first. Taking the face-off was Ryan Lenahan. He loses it to captain number 8, Connor Mayhew. Does he have another chance for another beauty of a goal? Here's a shot. There you go again. The sophomore, number 6, Connor Mayhew, buries his second of 2 lovely goals from the sophomore. And my goodness, this is just an enjoyable performance from Mayhew. Beauty of an intercepted pass along the blue line. And that first goal by Mayhew, the second goal for the Raiders, just an excellent show of skills. Great puck handling by number 6. So that's his second of the game. Here's a centering pass to Hudson's number 12. And he can't receive that pass cleanly. Now it's Brokaw moving it forward. He's with his first line of offense. And just poke checked as he enters into the zone. Now here's a 2-on-1 developing. Number 8, pass to number 11. Can he get a shot off? He cannot. Great defensive effort by a Red Raider in front. Now here's a pass all the way up to Arth. It'll hit off his stick, so icing is waved off. But not really a great opportunity to get any shot off before the final seconds. Hudson will clear it. That will take us to the end of period number 1.
Go Shaker!
So 1 goal scored by Captain Quentin Garnett, the defenseman on line number 1, and then 2 incredible goals scored by the sophomore number 6, Connor Mayhew. That first goal by him, just absolutely impeccable. Great show of hand-puck coordination, and my goodness, we will see if he can put up those kinds of plays all throughout the tournament. But for now, that will take us to our first intermission. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Shaker leads this one by 2, heading in to the first intermission. Hello, Shaker Heights hockey fans. Welcome back. We are here at the Thornton Park Ice Arena for Period 2 of Game 1 of your Red Raider run in the Thornton Park Ice Tournament. Shaker will win the face-off, send it back to their own zone. We flip sides of the ice. Shaker is now going to the left of your screen while Hudson is trying to score to the right side. And oh my goodness, did that hit off of a Red Raider stick? That was bizarre. 14 seconds into the second period. Hudson has now cut the Red Raider deficit in half. It's now a 1-goal deficit. 14:46 left to go in this second period. Face-off this time won by Hudson. They won face-offs in that first period 9-3. Brokaw trying to create a chance. He's got it, working it on the backhand. He's bumped up against the boards and off the puck. Can Hudson clear it? They can. Over to Ian Hunter. Hunter loses it, but to Kalergis, the puck will glide. Arth off the boards. To Gerber. Gerber back around, right to an Explorer. And luckily, that wasn't a good chance for the forward who had a good lane to shoot, but Lenahan swoops right in, saves that chance by the Explorers. Can Shaker clear it out? Still not yet. It's in the corner. Number 11 trying to get it up to the point. He does just that. Number 4, point to point he goes to assistant captain number 7. Shot made. Good save by Better. Rebound chance will not be given up as Better throws the leather down on the ice and awaits a whistle for the faceoff. 13:52 left to go in period number 2. 3-2 is our score. $13.50 left to go after the icing. Face off to the right of Michael Better. It'll be taken over by Ryan Lenahan. Number 8 a bit too angsty to get this face off. He will lose it eventually. To Braden White it goes. He'll wrap it around the boards to Moore. Moore to Benincasa. Benincasa over to Lenahan. For the moment, 4 juniors and a sophomore out on the ice. The one sophomore, Connor Mayhew, he had those last 2 beautiful goals for the Red Raiders. Here he has it at the point. Shot made. Looking for a secondary chance was Ryan Lenahan. Just couldn't get through the traffic. Great chance. Once again, great shot by Mayhew. Hudson moves it the other way. It's number 11. Trying to dangle around Benincasa. Benincasa not letting that one happen. Along the boards, Lenahan takes it over. Looking cross ice. He gets it to Moore. Moore has a breakaway chance. Here's a shot. A stick save by number 37, the goaltender. By Hudson. Great chance for Joey Moore. Just not able to convert. Under 13 minutes left to go in period number 2. Immediate turnover. Pass to center it. Ooh, that was dangerous. Hudson with one more goal can tie this one up in a blink of an eye. Here it's Lenahan. Lenahan dangles around one guy. Can't dangle around number 8. Throws the elbow right into him. So far, what a clean game. At least that's what it's deemed by the referees. No penalties up to this point. Here's Quentin Garnett. Over to Richard. Richard will skate it up. He's the freshman on that first line of defense. But he turns it over, and it goes right back to the neutral zone and eventually the Red Raiders zone. 12:10 left to go. We continue to count that clock on down as we play on in the second period. Shaker up 3-2. Joey Moore picks it up along the boards. He'll wrap it around. Quentin Garnett stops it but wraps it back around. Or I suppose continues to wrap it around. Now Moore looking all the way up to Kilch. Can Kilch beat it out? He will. Icing is waved off. Looking for a centering pass. He's bumped up against the boards. Nothing doing. Back the other way. 27 tries a shot. Stick save by Michael Better. That sends it into the corner. Here's the great chance once again by the Explorers. Nothing doing. Great shot opportunity. Now it's Kilch once again. And off the backhand, he has to send it over. He runs right into the referee, which Quite unfortunate for number 4. Here's a turnover created. Ends up on the stick of Mayhew. This is Cam Mayhew, excuse me, that we are talking about, number 27. Centering pass, won't connect. He was looking over to Juan. Here's a shot by Hunter. Now Mayhew trying to wrap it around the boards. Nothing doing. Hudson will take it once again the other way. Number 20. Shot made in. Good glove save by Michael Better. And now we await the fake. Into the corner. Shaker trying to clear it out there. Oh, here's a shot, an awkward shot at that. Takes a couple bounces before it reaches Michael Better. He'll head right back to the point with the stick. Michael Better will send the puck on a second chance from the point. Up and into the netting. We await the faceoff with 10:34 left to go in the second period.
It was my dream to go to college for sports video.
10:34 left to go in the second. 3-2 is our score. Shaker is on top. If they win this game, they are headed to the semifinals. Winner of this one plays the winner of Strongsville and Rocky River on Saturday at 5:45. The loser plays the loser of Strongsville and Rocky River 11:30 on Saturday. Here's Will Brokaw, just barely offside. We get some groans from the home supporters. And as the Adams family theme plays, we await face-off just outside the blue line of the Hudson defensive zone. Will Brokaw to take the face-off. He was the man with 5 goals against Holy Name. Oh, Holy Name had a rough outing, losing that one 9-1. So far as they are back into the Great Lakes Hockey League, they have had a rough go once again against GLHL opponents. My goodness, didn't expect that one to end up into the corner of the net, but end up on the corner of the net it did, as Will Brokaw takes what seemed to be a low percentage shot all the way from the face-off dot to the left of the goalie. And that's from very out wide, but somehow perfect accuracy from number 13, Will Brokaw. And you know it, Connor and Cam Mayhew's brother, Colby, makes his rounds along the benches with his flag. Shaker converts on only their second shot on goal of the period, and they are doubling up Hudson. It is 4-2, your score. 10 minutes left to go in period 2. Hudson sends this one down. No icing. I believe he was in front of the red line of center ice. Now it goes up to Joey Moore. Moore had a breakaway chance. Unfortunately, couldn't convert on earlier in the period. Pass won't get to Lenahan cleanly, but he will pick it up. Shot made just before entering into that left face-off circle, or to the left of the goalie. And a good glove save by number 37. Once again, number 37, the goaltender, with a smaller build than we see from most goaltenders. Granted, Holy Name also had a shorter goaltender. So Shaker seems to be doing well against the shorter build goaltenders. Here's a pass up to Lenahan. Lenahan can't keep the puck on his stick. Not even with the help of Joey Moore. It goes to the point, wrapped around by Kalergis. Here's a centering pass. Second chance. And Connor Mayhew buries his third. A hat trick for the sophomore. 9:28 left to go in period number 2. Shaker buries the 5th for the Raiders. It's 5-2 your score, and once again, Colby Mayhew, you just saw it on your screen, moving from right to left. He makes his rounds once more. $9:28 to go in this second period. Connor Mayhew just buried his third for the hat trick. $5-2 your score. Shaker so far in a good position to move on to that semifinals, 5:45 on Saturday. We'll see if that holds up. They play the winner of Strongsville and Rocky River if they do move on with that sort of success. Into the corner, it's with Teddy McGinnis, the freshman pushed up against the boards. He is out there with Garnett. Here's a rush, created the other way. It's Lenahan working with Moore and Mayhew once again. Now Garnett looking for a lane to shoot. He's got a chance. Moving into the slot, shot made. It's just blocked by a leg in navy blue. Hudson with lovely uniforms, I would like to say. Navy blue and gray and white accents. Perhaps some scenes of 2011 Nashville Predators alternates. If you don't know those, look it up. Here's a backhand try. Great save by Michael Better. .8:24 left to go in period number 2. A great save by Michael Better will leave us waiting for the upcoming face-off. Kiltz to take this face-off. You get too excited by the gun, face-off taken over by Shakers. White tries to wrap this run around the boards. It's right back to him as an explorer. Takes it over, sends it right back his way. Gerber, can he beat the rush there? He cannot. He basically ties it, and into the corner, it's a battle for puck possession. It's Art, Gerber, and Brokaw making up that first line of offense. The third line of defense is out there in the form of the two juniors, Benincasa and White. Into the corner, it's with Brokaw. Here, good pass to Gerber. The accuracy just wasn't there. It goes wide to the right side. Behind the net, can Brokaw get it right back on his stick? He can. Here's a pass over. Centering it is Colin Arth. Sammy Gerber with the shot once again. A shot that just can't get through. And oh my goodness, the goaltender lost it. Brokaw with the initial chance, but it was the captain, number 5, that ends up bearing it as the goaltender was looking over to his right. Puck over to his left. And Sammy Gerber, luckily the man to see it, and just send it with ease right into the back of that net. 6-2, your score. Shaker now tripling up Hudson on the scoreboard. At the red line of center ice. That one right off the draw. That's right into the Hudson bench. Luckily, no one is injured in the making of this live stream. We're halfway through this one exactly. 7:30 left to go in period number 2. Face-off won by Shaker. This is the first time we're seeing this fourth line of offense out here in its entirety. The 4-goal differential, just enough to give the Raiders some confidence in sending out that fourth line. Lowell Rich, so far beaten up as he enters in. 2 big hits on number 7. Here's a shot, it'll go wide. Second line of defense out there with the fourth line of offense. Cam Mayhew out there with Lowell Rich and Ian Schneiberg. That's that fourth line of offense. Hunter and Kalergis, the second line of defense. Into the corner, trying to clear it out. They do so. And the fourth line of offense doesn't get too much time. The late offside, Shaker needs to touch up. Ryan Lenahan just jumps the gun. And now he touches up. We are onside. Here, turned over to Hudson's number 16. He almost had a great chance. If Richard, the defenseman, wasn't there, could have been a goal. Here it's over to Lenahan with the extension of the stick. He will receive it. Here's a shot by Moore. And now here, great chance for Mayhew. Great save by number 37. Back to the point. Richard wraps this one around. Trying to get it over to Lenahan. It's just out of his reach. Now to Moore at the point. He'll take his own shot, and it just goes wide to the left side. Now Lenahan tries a low percentage shot. He was right up against that left post. If you're standing at that blue line, right against that left post. The right post if you're that goaltender in the crease. But a low percentage shot is saved easily by number 37. 5:55 left to go in period 2. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. Hope you're having just as much fun as I am calling this game. Richard along the board sends this into the corner. It's Salmon who gets it out to Kiltz. Kiltz couldn't get it there, and Garnett whiffs on a shot up against the blue line. And out of the zone it goes. He needs to dump it right back in. Shaker touches up onside in the neutral zone. Ooh, almost kept in by Garnett. This should be an icing. And we get the hand raise and the whistle and the call. We will have our face-off back in the Hudson zone. (6-2) your score. Shaker is leading this one at the Thornton Park Ice Arena. They are hosting this Thornton Park High School Hockey Tournament, the 52nd annual of these tournaments. Quentin Garnett falls in the neutral zone, just getting it back to the red line of center ice. Great defensive effort by number 17, the captain, stopping any potential threat from the men in navy gray and white. Here it's Richard leading the rush the other way, the freshman defenseman trying to center it, and nothing doing. Great poke check by an Explorer. Behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Kiltz whiffs on one shot, can't get any secondary chance. Backhand shot by Salmon. Easy to block was the traffic of men in navy. For the moment, the defensive pairing, Kalergis and McGinnis. 12, flip those numbers, you get 21. Centering pass, no one home. Kiltz was not that far into the slot. Just under 4.5 left to go in period 2. Here's a shot, easy butterfly save by Better, number 32. Here's a pass to center it, and another good save by the junior goalie. And Shaker just going to dump this one down. They will get some much-needed changes as we await a face-off in the Red Raiders zone. Face-off won by Hudson. Number 22 has it at the center of the blue line, looking for a shot. Low percentage shot, a lot of traffic in his lane of shooting. 4:04 left to go in the second period. That shot was tipped up and into the netting. 6-2 your score. Shaker should be advancing if they hold on to this lead. Shaker on their way to hopefully win this tournament. Once again, they won it back in 2019. Since then, in 2021, Josh Weiner won the Most Valuable Player award for Walsh when Shaker went to the finals with them. Right now, we have a call for interference. It's on Andy Benincasa, and he will serve 2 in the sin bin. Andy Benincasa clearly with frustration in the penalty box. Hopefully it won't do too much damage. Shaker does have a 4-goal cushion. We will see. But as I was saying, Shaker did end up in the finals in 2021. Here's a shot looking for a tip out in front. It'll go wide. Shaker did make those finals in 2021, but they did lose to Walsh 5-1 in 2022 just last year. Padua won it up against Walsh 4-0. Here's the pass to the slot that won't go the way Shaker exactly wants it to. The forward pair, Brokaw and Gerber. The defensive pair, Richard and Garnett. Shaker trying to clear it out. In doing so, it goes back up and into the netting. The referee grabs a replacement puck, and we will get a face-off to the right of Michael Better. These two teams, Shaker Heights and Hudson, did face off in the finals of the 2012 tournament. Shaker did win that one by a score of 4-0. Here's a shot by Joey Moore, and that one just a bit too elevated, also a bit too wide. Under 3 minutes left to go, 1:05 left to go in Benincasa's penalty. He's already standing, but he's still got a minute to serve in the box. It's number 20. He'll drop it back to number 8 of Hudson. Almost lost it, but he'll regain possession. Shot right at the chest of Michael Better. An easy save for the junior. We await a face-off with 2:38 to go in the second. .236 left to go in period number 2. Number 8 along the blue line. He'll work it into the corner for 20. 20 looking to get it back up to the point for 8. That won't work. And a pass to Joey Moore. He just didn't know it was coming to him. He had a breakaway chance earlier in the period. Joey Moore just going to leave his stick behind the net, and he'll just hop off. Here's a great chance for Hudson once again, but another desperation save by Michael Better. Not exactly sure if that ended up on net, if he had to actually make that save, but regardless, it's not in the back of the net, and that is what mattered. Gerber almost with a great chance the other way. He didn't know it was in front of him. Benincasa heads out of the box. It's all the way down the ice. Does he have a chance? He's behind the net, all alone. Great wraparound chance. Benincasa scores! From behind the net, he fakes out the goalie. There was only one defenseman in front of the crease. Great goal by Benincasa right out of the box. He redeems himself. And my goodness, what a chance. That extends the Red Raider lead to 5 goals. 7-2 is your score. 1:42 left to go till we hit the second intermission. Woo-wee! Face-off back at the red line of center ice. A bit of an interesting line out here now. Brokaw taking the face-off. And instead of Sammy Gerber out there with Brokaw and Arth, it's Sebi Juan. He scored against Holy Name. It was the very first goal for the Raiders. Here's Brokaw up along the blue line, looking to center. Kick save, looking for another chance, and it won't get through. Just to the left of the net. Here's a shot by White, and that once again that goes wide. I believe that was once again in the lane of shooting. White keeps this one in. He whiffs on his first chance to wrap it around. Great effort by White to keep it in. Brokaw almost slipped up and had it exit into the neutral zone. Brokaw under pressure by number 21. Here's a shot by White. A weak shot. Also may not have been on target. Here's White off the backhand. He'll get it to Juan. Juan bumped over in the neutral zone. Didn't know that pass was coming for him. Brokaw was already hopping off. So it'll bump right off the boards and into Hudson possession. Hudson has had no momentum since that first period. Well, they did have that goal, but in these later stages of the third period, it's really been all of Shaker and Quinn Garnett, just a bit too ambitious heading into the zone. It's offside. 28 seconds left to go in the second period of play. 5 goals separate these two teams. Shaker on top in the first game of their host tournament. 7-2 is your score. After this one, fans might be sticking around as Strongsville and Rocky River have a game at 7:30. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game. Here it's Salmon sending it around the boards. In the corner. It's 2 against 1. Shaker has the 2. Hudson has the 1. And Shaker with more numbers will get the puck on their stick. And as there's a collision up at the top of the blue line, that will just about end any chances of a final shot for the Raiders in this second period. But as time expires, that takes us to the end of period number 2. We're through 30 minutes, but don't you worry. We've still got 15 to go. 7-2 is your score. Shaker Heights is leading this one up against the Hudson Explorers. If they keep this up, they will move on to the semifinals of their host tournament. We will be back for the final 15 minutes of action. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We will see you after this intermission. Hello, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome back to the J.M. Bartley Arena. We've got 15 more minutes of ice hockey left to go in this Shaker versus Hudson game. And quickly, a goal scored right off the draw. That was Sammy Gerber, the captain, burying it with 7 seconds into the game. .53 now left to go in period number 3. And this is a very dominant game by the Raiders now. 8-2, your score. Here it goes up to Colin Arth. He keeps the puck on his stick just barely. Looking for a tip out in front, and it's Will Brokaw. Make it 9-2. Two goals, 18 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a great start to a period if you've never seen one before. 14:42 left to go in this final period. So quickly, a big turn of events. Not exactly. The outcome pretty much remains the same. 7-2 from 9-2 goes our score in a matter of seconds. Hudson clears this one all the way back to the Raiders zone. It's Ian Hunter with the puck. Trying to clear it out. He can't just yet. 27 keeping it in. He's up against two Raiders. Number 20 joins him, and it's in Raider possession. 2-2 battle for it. Hudson wins it. Behind the net. Once again, it becomes a 2v2 battle. Mayhew and Hunter, the two Raiders. But once again, Hudson comes out with it. Here's a shot. How did that one stay out? Great chance for Hudson off the centering pass. Now here's another centering pass. But that can't get to number 16. It'll end up on the stick of Joey Moore. He'll take it the other way. Here's a 2-on-1. He'll take a shot. Looking for a rebound chance. Nothing to it. Great chance once again by Joey Moore. He had a breakaway chance earlier in that second period. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Along the boards. And it looks as though, as Lenahan touches up, it's going to be Braden White getting charged with 2. And Braden White gets thrown in the box for roughing. So the defensive pair of Andy Benincasa and Braden White each serve their own set of 2 minutes. Hopefully that's something they get under control. Kiltz takes the face off, but he loses it against the Explorer. I believe it was number 8. Here's number 20 in the corner. To corner it goes from the left of Better to the right of Better. Now it looks like we might have another penalty called on the Raiders. And we do. It's a slashing on the Raiders. This time it's Ian Hunter. Hunter a bit surprised with the call. He complains to his teammate Braden White, but he's also serving 2. So now it's 5-on-3 ice hockey for the next minute 25. Then afterward, we have 35 seconds. Oh, my goodness, I'm not sure that's right. It says 10 minutes of penalty time on the clock. Pretty sure that's not right. If it is, my goodness, Ian Hunter needs to be persecuted. I mean, my goodness. But anyway, even though the scoreboard tells a different story than what truly is happening, Shaker is so far managing well against Hudson. Hudson having a rough power play go. 45 seconds left to go on Benincasa's penalty. Or excuse me, Braden White's penalty. Benincasa had that penalty earlier, and somehow that's not a tripping. And Hudson will eventually score as the traffic out in front of the shot was just too much for Michael Better. So with 31 seconds left to go in that penalty, Braden White going to head out of the box. And that makes it 5-on-4 ice hockey for, I believe it's 1 minute and 6 seconds. I hope it's not 9:06, says our J.M. Bartley Arena scoreboard. Now as the puck is dropped, we continue action. Number 11 with the puck on his stick. And he's bumped off the play by Richard. It'll end up behind the net of Michael Better. Right back to the Explorers. The Explorers with a bit of momentum at the moment after that goal on the power play. Up to the point we go to number 8. Number 8 trying to send it back around. Can Kalergis clear it out? He cannot, but with the help of Brokaw, it escapes to the neutral zone. Here it's Sammy Gerber and Will Brokaw on the rush. Gerber perhaps looking for a shot off the backhand, and the assistance of Will Brokaw will not help it find the back of the net either. Gerber, the only Red Raider on the attack currently. He'll now send it to Lenahan and hop off. Shot blocked. Lenahan took a shot from out wide to the right of goalie number 37, just about at that face-off dot. We're all the way back to the Red Raider zone. Ian Hunter getting set to come out of the box, and now he does come out of the box. And now another man taken down. Will Shaker get called on another penalty? They will. Another tripping penalty on the Raiders. Who's it called on this time? This time it's Connor Mayhew. We'll give him a little bit of grief. He had a hat trick in this one. And it's a hooking call. So Mayhew getting nabbed on the tripping will serve 2. 10:33 left to go in the third and final period of action. Along the boards, it takes an awkward bounce right to Joey Moore. Moore sends it up to Lenahan. Can he get a good shot? Toe drags one man down to the ice. My goodness, what a play. But eventually we'll end up with the Explorers once more, and that's just due to a power play. They've got one more man on the ice. Here it's number 8 in the neutral zone. Moves it up, 27. Skating by his lonesome now. He's pressured by Garnett. Centering pass. Ends up on the stick of Moore. Moore dumps it right down. 1:30 left to go on the penalty. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the game. Here it's Moore. Working it up. Does he have a good shot? He does not. He dangles around one man. It's number 8. And it'll end up behind the net. Here's a centering pass over to Lenahan. And not able to get a good shot away. Here's 20. He's got a goal and an assist, I believe, as well. And a Hudson pass wraparound try just will not work in succession. It'll escape the zone all the way to the Hudson zone. 9:30 left to go in the period. Just under a minute left to go in Mayhew's penalty. And a bad pass that ends on the stick of Moore. Moore dumps it right back where it came from. Hudson looking for another attack. Number 11, Braden White falls down to the ice. Number 11 against number 11. A shot, if anyone was there in the slot, it could have been a good chance. Now Benincasa looking for a breakaway chance, and if he had one man to beat, there's number 7. Here's a shot by White, and he buries it! Braden White, the junior, gets the Red Raiders up to double-digit goals. That's 10th of the night for the Raiders. That's the first of the season for the defenseman Braden White. 10-3 is your score, and a short-handed goal for your Red Raiders. Just under 9 minutes left to go in period number 3. Mayhew still in the box for 24 seconds. But again, he did have that hat trick earlier in this game. My goodness, he's just had a night. The first goal of his set of goals was just absolutely impeccable. Dangled around one man. If you have been a Red Raider hockey fan for a bit now, it was a bit of Tyler Lensiewicz-ish against that Holy Name team. It's also Kind of like that Charlotte Glasper on the field hockey team. They just carry a different kind of presence, and they just make the other players look foolish. And that's how Connor Mayhew has appeared against these Explorers. What an output by the sophomore. Here it's with Juan, moving it forward, up to Arth. Does Arth have a good shot? Bumped off the play and into the boards he goes. Is he all right? Yes, he is. He'll join the play. And now he'll hop off. Just under 8 minutes left to go in period 3. Thank you very much for joining us. My name's Vaughn Ullum. We're having a good ice hockey game. A show put on by your Red Raiders. They are winning this one by 7, looking to make it 8. But a blocked shot from Aiden Salmon. All the way back to the Red Raider zone we go. It's with Cole Richard. Richard looking to go all the way up. 27 Cam Mayhew, but he's not able to pick it up cleanly. So to Kiltz it goes in the corner. Kiltz wraps this one around. Back to Cam Mayhew. Mayhew, a member of that traditional fourth line of offense. We've only seen the fourth line of offense in totality together earlier in that second period. That's when it was 6-2. Now we're at 10-3. Here it's Kiltz, working a 2-on-1 chance with Mayhew. Here's a shot by Kiltz. Rebound chance for Mayhew, and great save by 37. Great chance for the freshman, the brother of the man with the hat trick, Connor Mayhew. Kiltz sends this to the point for Quentin Garnett. Garnett looking for a shot, and that goes just wide left. Here a chance for Kiltz, and it bangs off the glove, I think, of 37 and into the back of the net. Ryan Kiltz gets the goal. That's goal 11 for the Raiders. 11-3 is their score, and Shaker will, rightfully so, head to, if we're not confident enough, Shaker is going to be heading to the semifinals and facing the winner of Strongsville and Rocky River. Referees checking the rules for running clock. Not sure how this works in a tournament game. I believe that's what we are asking and what we are looking for. Here it's Brokaw, working it up himself, up against the boards on that left wing. Now he'll drop it over to Gerber. Gerber tries a centering pass over to Garnett. No signal yet. And it looks like a great save from 37 will keep it out. And now we've got running clock. An 8-goal deficit, we'll finally get it there. Running clock is what we had against Holy Name. That was a rough outing for Holy Name and the Green Wave. And this one is a rough outing for the Hudson Explorers. Once again, this is a match of the two teams that ended up in the 2012 finals of this exact same tournament. Shaker won that 2012 matchup 4-0 against the Explorers. To the point for Garnett. Now Hunter tries his chances at a shot. It was blocked in the lane. Trying to get it back up to the point. Nothing working. Up against the boards. Hit laid down. Man laying down on Connor Mayhew's stick. Eventually we'll go back. Here's Lenahan. Great goal by number 26. A pass to the left post, and he'll hang on to it and move it over to the right post as the Explorer goalie went way out for it. So with under 4.5 left to go in period 3. Shaker is now up 12-3. What an output by your Raiders. Shaker enters into today in the Ohio State rankings per My Hockey Rankings, the first ranking of that ranking database for high schools. Put Shaker in at 13th, put Hudson in at 45th. The interesting bit is that Shaker was put ahead of all GLHL opponents except for University School. And that was in front of Padua Franciscan. That was in front of Walsh Jesuit. That was in front of Gilmore Academy, who Shaker has not beaten Gilmore Academy since entering back into the GLHL in 2016. Keep in mind, they play each other very frequently. Here it's Salmon moving it up. It's a 3-on-2 currently. Here's a shot. Stick will send it into the corner. 3:15 left to go in period number 3. 12-3 is your score. The Raiders just dominating this one. Into the corner. Who comes out with it? Shaker struggling to retain possession, but it'll be Kiltz entering out of the scrum with it. Here's Benincasa. Tries a shot, looking for a tip. And it looks like we've got a goal. It's Sebi Juan. Sebi Juan with the goal, and now Shaker has a double-digit deficit. It's 13-3. And the clock continues to roll. And now the referee's waiting on something. Now the referee's heading over to the coaches. What we see in the OHSAA is a 10-0 deficit will end the game, and that's what we've got here. That's the game, folks. We had about 2 minutes left to go in period 3, but Shaker is just too good. 10 goals deficit, 13-3 your final as Shaker ends this one early as they beat the Explorers by 10. My goodness. They will move on to face the winner of Strongsville and Rocky River in the semifinals on Saturday at 5:45. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker going to face either of those two schools on Saturday. Hopefully you can join us then. But for now, that is all from the Thornton Park Ice Arena. My name is Vaughn Olive. Thank you very much for tuning in here at the J.M. Bartley Arena. We will see you on Saturday at 5:45. Will it be Strongsville? Will it be Rocky River? That is being settled right after this game. But that is all. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.